Today's video, we are testing the new full tilt versus the meta tilt versus the original tilt. What is the best tilt and how does the new tilt fly? Let's find out. Woo! All right, so we're gonna start off with the original Simon Lizotte tilt. This was a exclusive in the mystery box. This is definitely the most base plastic tilt out there, and you would think it would be the one that would go the most right because of its plastic. Let's see how this one flies going on a flat angle. The second Simon Lizotte tilt, the Meta tilt, released last year, and this plastic is more see-through. You can actually see your hand through it. It's definitely more movable. It's not nearly as stiff, more gummy, and personally I like this one compared to the original one. But again, let's throw it flat and let's see how she does. You can see virtually the exact same flight between the two. Apparently, the full tilt is going to be the final tilt ever made. It's in this Luxe Vapor plastic. And they said that this is going to be the last one. So it's definitely not as see-through as the Meta, but it's very movable. I almost think it's more movable than the Meta tilt. So again, let's throw it flat. Let's find out what it does. For me, all of those discs have the exact same flight. They're all gonna go left and they're all gonna dump to the right. A lot of people hate on the tilt. A lot of people don't understand how the tilt is supposed to be thrown. The tilt is a utility disc. It's not something you're going for big bombs. You're never gonna throw this thing 300 feet, but this can be a get out of jail free card.
Quentin, explain what you mean by a get out of jail free card.
So a get out of jail free card, for me, the tilt is one of those discs that you can throw on virtually any angle and you know exactly what it's going to do every single time. So for example, me personally, I threw a tilt pretty much straight up and down when I had nowhere to do a forehand and nowhere to do a backhand. I was able to go straight up and down and still throw it relatively 150 feet and it went straight in the pin. So this disc, you can put it on all different kinds of angles and you know it's going to finish. Where let's say you take a zone, for example. Yeah, it's gonna finish left, but you're not exactly sure at what the exact moment the bite is going to be and how hard the bite is going to be. You know what it's going to be with a tilt every single time. So as you can see here, the Meta tilt went the furthest with the full tilt right behind it. And the original tilt, I would say that's pretty considerable. I'd say that's, at least 20 feet shorter and more overstable than the other two tilts. Let's throw them back and see how they fly. Okay, so I'll show you how these fly on straight, flat forehands now. Original tilt first. If you pick your angle correct, you can throw that just like I did, straight in front of you. Literally, the disc is going straight. I'm just choosing my point out to the left for it to come back to hit the straight. So let's throw the Meta. Same thing, still flat. You're going to get a kick and a roll more often with a tilt than you are with a approach disc. So if you cut it with angle, you're going to get a big skip, maybe a little bit of roll as well. Even in thick grass, you might not get that with other discs.
It seems like it lands on its edge more often. Is that something to worry about?
You just have to learn where to place the tilt because it is going to land on its edge. It's not going to land flat most of the time. It's almost always landing on edge because of how overstable it is. So you have to pick a spot in the grass where you know, even if you're going to get a kick, you're still where you want to be. So for here, I'm going to aim at the tree by the sign, just to the right of the sign, and I'm going to have it finish by the picnic table over here. Exactly what I tried to do. I threw it at the tree, it finished at the picnic table, and now I'm going to show you how you can really get a lot of distance is by throwing it on a big anhyzer angle and letting it flip and come back. So I'll show you with the full tilt what that looks like. I threw it a little wide, but I dang near hit that truck out there, where before we weren't even getting close to hitting the picnic tables over here. That's easily an extra 100 feet just by putting it on the Anheuser angle. You can get big distance with the tilt, you just have to know your angles. Okay, so since we talked about Anheisers, let's throw backhand on Anheuser, big extreme Anheuser, and watch as the disc is going to go to the right and then it's going to flip and fall back to the left. This is how you get distance with the tilt. Boom.
Look at that thing work out. Holy cow.
And it still ended straight. That's the thing. You can throw the tilt straight. You just have to understand your angles with it. Let's do it again.
You can do the same thing with any overstable disc too. This is just probably the most overstable disc.
Agreed. All right, let's give it just one straight hyzer and let's show you the difference between how much distance you can get with an Anheuser compared to a regular hyzer. That thing literally knifed down. It did not change its angle at all. It went straight up, went straight down, still got good distance. The tilt, it's a great disc for certain situations, but it's not a great disc to throw on every single hole. Okay, and I know a lot of you are gonna be like, well, what does it fly like upside down? So I'll show you that right here. Upside down tilt. It should, in theory, go more straight. You can see not as much bite to that disc right there, not as much fade.
Meta.
Yeah, that was definitely the furthest flying one. So again, another way to get more distance on it is to throw it upside down. And one more time.
Full tilt times 2.
Right around the tree, skipping up there nice. All in all, in my opinion, I love the tilt. I think the tilt has a fantastic spot in my bag, and I go to it for approaches a lot. I've also worked a whole lot on my angle control and understanding how this disc flies. If you do the same, I can see why the tilt should be in your bag. I think you gotta give it a shot if you've got one. Don't just keep it on your wall. Throw that thing, get out there, play some disc golf. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit a like rating down below. It lets us know you enjoy videos like these. Comment down below, were you able to get a tilt? Do you like the tilt? Do you throw the tilt? I wanna hear from you guys. We're thinking about doing a tilt only 9-hole challenge. Let us know if you wanna see it. We'll see you guys in the next video.